Today in Antiques Down Under, we're visiting the State Library of South Australia and one of South Australia's best kept secrets, the Mortlock Library. I've arrived inside the magnificent Mortlock Wing of the State Library of South Australia, and with me is librarian Mark Gilbert. And Mark, you're going to tell us about the history of this magnificent building.
I am, Gregory. It was opened in 1884, and when the building was open, it housed the library, right, the South Australian Museum and the Art Gallery of South Australia, all in this wing.
All in one?
Yes.
3 in 1?
3 in 1.
Right. And obviously those collections grew very quickly.
Very quickly. So the museum moved out about 10 years later.
Right.
The art gallery moved out a little bit of time after that and into their own buildings, and the State Library took ownership of this beautiful Mortlock building.
Yep. So that established this magnificent precinct down North Terrace of all the lovely institutions.
We're very lucky, and tourists do come into the library and they do comment sometimes about how lucky we are that we have all our cultural institutions all in a row down North Terrace.
Now, what can you tell us about some of the architectural features of this building? It's been voted as one of the most beautiful libraries in the world, hasn't it?
It has. There's been quite the fashion in the last 10 years or so to talk about beautiful library buildings around the world. And I'm very pleased to see that the Mortlock building has been voted amongst other libraries such as Trinity College in Dublin, that sort of place. So I'm very proud that I've been working in here for this time. This building opened in 1884, so not quite 50 years, but South Australia was a forward-thinking place. They wanted to develop South Australia as a place of learning, and so the library was very important right from the start.
Some of the architectural features, there's some lovely stories. Can you tell us some of these stories, please?
Well, the building is French Renaissance in style, and you particularly get an idea of that when you're outside and you see what's known as a mansard roof.
Right.
But other features are the beautiful glass lantern that's above us, because when the building was open in 1884 it was gaslit, so the more natural light you could get into the building, the better it was for people doing their studies.
Well, now we're on the first floor of this magnificent building, and we're surrounded by this incredible amount of balustrade.
Yes.
And there's a special story to it, I believe.
Yes, a few years ago, Gregory, we had some earthquake proofing work done on the building, and it was found that the balustrade we had originally in 1884 wasn't high enough for we people in the 1990s. So it was decided to add a rail here, and now we are back to safety standards.
Another feature of this magnificent building is these unique library chairs. You'll notice I'm sitting on one, and how many people have sat on them over the years. And as we've got older generations, we've all got a little bit bigger. And note, these chairs are really small, so they were made for the people of that generation of the Victorian era who were smaller than us. This well-known clock was a gift to the library and has a special connection with the famous clock in London, Big Ben. It was made by the same clockmaker, E. Dent of London, and has certainly stood the test of time.